Flo, do you think you've done the second most seeds? Has anyone else done a ton of seeds? I was going to put us on opposite teams.
I've done probably I've done a decent amount, probably in the last 6 months, probably about 10 different seeds.
Okay. Okay. Well, I guess you're on the other team then. For being too good.
Oh darn.
All right. All right, so I have ordered them. So do that. Just making it as random as I can, I guess. Okay, so who said they haven't done one before? Is Tarima and Zoltar?
Me.
Yep.
Yeah, I spoke.
Oh, and Super Chunk.
Yeah, I've played. I haven't finished. I've maybe spent
15
minutes total.
Okay, so what we'll do is these are gonna be the teams. We've got Pool Float is gonna be on team 2 with. Let's see if I can move this up.
Holy smokes!
Welcome,
Hey,
Vincent.
Vincent.
Hey, he made it. Are you excited? Now that stuff works. Okay, so this is the team. Is going to be me, Crimson Avix, Vincent, Shindig, Tarima. That's our team. Team 2 is going to be Zoltar, Pool Float, Super Chunk, Bead, and Rick. Okay.
Copy that.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Cool. So
Go.
y'all are team 2 because we're team number 1. We're team waiting room.
Hey, we're team waiting room. Nice.
Yeah. So you guys can, I think you can go over there. I don't know if I have to drag you in there. Let's see. Oh, view channel. Can you see it?
Yeah, I can get in there.
I can
You can
see
get
it,
in
yeah.
there.
Yeah, we can get in.
Create invite, connect.
See you,
speak.
losers.
All right. Oh, well, okay. We'll do a one of y'all stay here and we'll do go, I guess. Forgot how we're gonna do that. I wish you could like span multiple voice chat. Yeah, I guess if everybody's ready. All right, everybody here's
type
ready.
in the you can just type in the community night channel.
Oh,
just
good.
just type
Thank
when we're
you.
starting.
Yeah. Or you can add
Yeah.
everyone.
You're my new community night manager. All right, you can join up and we'll just post ready over
All
here.
right.
Can I get the seed?
Oh, it's this yes, I'll DM you.
Okay, thanks, man.
Yep.
Who's okay.
Best part is I can have Lax chat up.
You can. I think is it 306? Is that the file you launched, Tarima? Or is it
It's the one of the top one you sent me.
GF 306, I think.
Yeah, 306 376 343.
All right, there you go, Vincent. You should have it now. You see it?
Yep, I just got it, brother.
Awesome. Yeah, so basically we'll just go around and if you find an item, you can jot it down in the chat here. And then that way, we'll be able to do it that way.
Yeah, so Vincent, if you're not aware, if you actually click on waiting room, it will show like all of our images. And at the top, there will actually be an area where you can show chat now, or you can even click right next to the invite to server. There will be a chat for this specific voice channel.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, nice.
I see that now.
That way, they don't see what we're discussing.
All right.
At any
I would
point
say
we
be
feel we're
gentle, but I
behind.
guess we're on the same team, Lax. So
He jumped down to the other team. I guess
Yeah.
they explain everything quick.
If at any point we feel behind, we can convince Lack to turn off the chat for the other team.
I might have to move stuff around then, because let me make this not full screen, so if I tab into it, it doesn't mess everything up.
All right. I think they're ready. So, Vincent, are you good to go? Or are you still loading the thing up?
I am loaded up, brother.
All right. 5, 4, 3. Go.
All right.
You don't say 2 or 1.
Yeah, you just point, right?
Yeah, I pointed.
So who's going where?
Okay, who wants to go down to Morph Ball?
I'll check it out.
All right, so only one of us needs to go down there. I would say one of us can go to Sanctuary first.
I'll make the sanctuary loop.
Okay, do that.
I'm gonna purchase
gonna
one. And I'll
say-
go along the south coast.
Okay. I will check the island, see if anything's on the island. Nothing is on the island. So, okay. Skip that.
Sanctuary does have blue mail.
Okay. There's $50 in Link's house, so you can buy bombs. I'm gonna buy bombs and go to Sahasrarlo and Eastern, because I could probably do all that.
Man, I gotta get used to playing Super Metroid again.
Blue
Yeah.
mail at Sank.
Yeah, that's good. Everybody will probably pick that up.
There is a heart container at Morph Ball.
What about in the ceiling on the right side?
Or a heart
'Cause you
piece,
can
I'm
get-
sorry. Yeah.
Okay. And then if you want to reset at any point, it will not save your progress, but it will reset you back to the ship. You can just hit start, select L and R, and it'll reset you back to the ship in Super Metroid.
Did I set my sensitivity okay? I think it looks okay.
Tree pool
Can you
is
hear?
nothing.
There's a red rupee on the right side.
Okay. Yep, you can reset and
Alright,
go
go
back to
into...
the ship and then
go
come to
into-
Link to the Past.
Yeah.
Is there anything unclaimed by
Okay.
people what they're doing?
All right, so tree, Aga tree is a 5 bomb upgrade.
Okay, so we don't need that. Cool.
No.
There is a super missile and 300 rupees in Sahasrarlo's hut. So, $300 there. That's pretty nice. I'm guessing most of the stuff's going to be in Kakariko.
You can go
this
there
point.
first if you want.
Yeah, just kind of work your way. You can work your way over there. You can get bombs. You can get money and then get bombs. There's money in Link's house.
You can punch in this now?
Red,
It doesn't
red
do anything.
ring
It just...
and thieves drop.
What is it? Red
Just
red
the
what?
red ring.
You mean like the red shirt?
Boomerang.
Red mail?
No,
A
red
boomerang. Boomerang.
Red Rang.
Red ring.
Rang.
Yeah.
I didn't know
And,
if that was just being southern.
Hey, look, come on now.
Hey, I'm from South Carolina too, so well, I live in South Carolina.
By the way, Bombos at Mushroom.
Okay.
2 packs of missiles at Swamp. At the inside the swamp
At the
chest.
dam?
Yeah, the dam.
Okay. Cool.
Alright, so I'm going into Blind Hut now.
Do it.
I got no
Eastern
bombs.
has come up empty.
I'm just
There's
gonna go and
$50 in
start.
Link's house, and you can buy bombs, or you can check the 50. There's bushes like where the shovel is,
There's
or where you
300.
would use the shovel.
There's 300 rupees in the... Was it the library?
Oh, on the library.
Yeah, that you need to like run into to knock it over.
Yeah,
So we got
probably. Probably
we
won't
got
get
power bombs, heart piece, full heart, and bottle and Blind Hut.
Glove and glove, missiles, and an energy tank and mini Moldborn Cave.
that. Okay.
That's pretty good.
We need that. Sword and the well. $50. Red rupee. Bomb pad or bomb upgrade. You gotta go buy bombs now.
There you go. Probably gonna die, but that's okay.
Yeah, I'm expecting to die to these crabs.
Nothing in the house that you enter from the back end in Kakrika Village.
Oh my
Just a
gosh,
piece
might
of
actually
hardened-
live here.
Just a piece of hardened ice rock cave.
So every dungeon, by the way, is a crystal in Light World.
Oh, good. Are there any reds?
No, sir, no reds.
Okay.
Where am I buying bombs from in Kakrika Village?
It's the bottom left hut that's like left of the tavern. It's
Okay.
you need to yeah.
Yeah, just
gotta go
south
that
of
way.
Chicken House.
Super missiles in
Ah.
Chicken House. Somebody with
Using
some
a
money
lot of
can go to
bombs
the-
here.
All right, I'm going back in blinds to check the ones in the back.
Right, Eastern Palace is nothing. So yeah, don't need to go that way.
You
So
said
at all.
there's 300 at Savrasla.
Yeah, back of Saha there's 300.
Okay.
I'm
I'm probably gonna pick that up and go to Zora then.
All right, E-Tank in the back of blind set. So there's a little bit of stuff in blind.
Okay, you said there was a sword down there?
There's
Sword
a
is in
sword
the
in
well.
well. Yes, it's in well.
Yeah.
Just missiles at the hobo.
Is anybody able to get Bottle Vendor?
No, I don't.
I
have
can go
enough
do it
money.
right now. I've got money. I'm sure Zora is gonna have something.
You said someone checked the chicken house?
Yeah, it was a super missile.
Oh, okay.
All right. The bottle vendor is just regular missiles.
You can save your bomb unless you want the heart in the well. That's what's behind the
Full
door.
heart.
Yeah, it's a full heart. I
I'm
think
gonna
it's tank
grab
heart.
Yeah, I'm not going to
Sounds like it's gonna be either Zora
like-
or
Any kind
Agena.
of missiles, like just pick them up because we may not find charge beam. You know, and you need a certain number of missiles.
Green Pendant is Brinstar. I don't know if you checked that lack.
Oh, I did not check that. Good call.
Has anyone gone in Lost Woods yet?
Bombos and
I
Red
do.
Line.
Yeah, Bombos in there.
Oh yeah, where's our glove? Is in Mini Moldorm.
Yep.
Probably just gonna go there.
That's where I'm
Did you
headed.
check Ice Rod or Agena?
I checked Ice Rod. It was just a piece of heart.
Okay.
I will go. I'm gonna go to Agena real quick, and then I'll come back for Mini Moldorm.
Nice. Swamp was just hearts, you said? The dam?
2 packs of missiles for
Two
the dam.
missiles, okay.
Did we get
I'll end up
Sora?
saving that when when I go to Swamp Palace eventually. Alright, well with glove we can check back of escape. With sword we can do front of escape.
Yeah, I'll hit back of escape once I check Zora,
Oh, okay, yeah.
since I already have my glove.
If this wasn't said, Sick Kid was an arrow upgrade, so skippable.
Okay.
You can just get
Agena
all
is
of
nothing.
Okay, Geen is nothing. The map is just 3 crystals.
Oh
Did we
man,
do-
I realize I don't know anything about these games.
Did we do race game yet?
Zora's ledge is just 20.
Okay.
So at least I don't have to come back here at all.
Did anyone check Ice Cave, did you say?
Yeah, it was a piece of heart.
Okay.
Yep, nothing big.
Race game is supers.
Oh, okay. Supers are good to know where they're at because it'll just make the game a lot easier.
Grapple at
Always wanna
Zora.
pick supers up. Ooh. Grapple gives us access to Rex ship if we get Morph Ball. So I'm going in front of escape right now.
Okay. Yep, I just saved and quit, so I'm gonna hit the back of escape.
Okay. Do. So yeah, at this point, I think everybody should get a sword, glove, at least one super pack. There is a flute in the front of escape in the first chest.
Oh boy.
So get your sword from the well, get down to front of escape, and the flute will get us to Death Mountain, actually.
Morph ball in the back of escape.
Okay, there you go.
I'm gonna go and do some checking in. Actually,
So to go back escape, you have to go through the sanctuary, correct?
You start in the sanctuary and then you leave and go to the right, and there's a
okay.
gravestone that you push. Also, morph bombs are in the back of it or in front of escape.
Wow.
So yes.
So
I would
everything
go
in
get
escape.
get them Krim, because you can also get flute, and then
yeah, I'll go grab my sword. I'll do the front of escape, and then I'll head over to Super Metroid.
okay.
I'm gonna get mini Moldorm and then I'll go to escape.
You said race game has supers?
That's correct.
Okay. I just want to grab a second set of supers before I go in.
You do not have to go to Zelda Cell, but flute and morph bombs in front of escape. Morph ball in back. You need a bomb too to get the morph ball, so make sure you have one bomb.
Yep.
Front of escape is the way you would normally play the game, going through the well, correct?
Front of escape, yeah, it's like at the very beginning you would go.
Yeah. Into the
Oh
well.
yeah. Did anyone check Uncle?
Yeah, Uncle was
so.
nothing.
Oh,
Uncle is
okay.
nothing. Okay.
I can't remember what it was, but it wasn't very important.
Where you at?
Uncle was 20 rupees.
Okay. Hello?
So what did you say was in the front of escape?
Flute and morph bombs.
Okay.
I'm gonna side with Fred's normal thought process here, though. Morph bombs. This really scares me.
Yeah, I
Oh
also
yeah,
hate
because
seeing
of
them.
the you have
IBJs.
to use IBJ.
Please, no IBJs.
Yeah, I much prefer
Well-
finding them way late.
We'll let you know.
Is somebody going up to Death Mountain? I might do that. Nobody is. It's not much up there, but
No, I died.
Once I get my morph bombs, I may make the swap back to SM just to dig it a little bit.
Yeah, I'm
Y'all
heading
could
there as
dig.
well.
Y'all can dig DN or Death Mountain, yeah.
Where are I'm sorry, where does front of escape?
It's going in the
Front
front
of
of the
escape is
You
castle.
have to
like
go
Hyrule
in the
Castle.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then back down to the basement, yeah.
Alright, so where's the bombs in it?
The bombs are in this second chest.
Okay.
So
'cause I got-
go downstairs, the first chest is the flute,
Okay,
the second
yeah,
chest
yeah,
is more
okay.
bombs.
Gotcha.
Well, I don't have any power bombs, nice. I'm gonna check the landing site one, just because then... Oh, I don't have power bombs. Wouldn't be able
I
to do
have
that
power
anyway.
bombs. What do you want me to check?
Well, I mean, nah, you don't have to. You can, like, I mean, it doesn't really matter. Landing site, it is in logic. You have to do the IBJ up there. That's like a very high one. So you don't have to do it if you don't want to.
I'm
Good
gonna
luck
go
on
ahead
that,
and
Lack.
attack Brinstar.
Okay.
Also
I'm
hit.
gonna do Gauntlet.
Okay. On my way over,
Music
I'll also
is
hit Morph Teresa.
Bomb Teresa.
Yes.
Okay.
Morph Bomb.
What did you say Princess Zelda's thing had?
It's a map. You don't need it.
Okay,
Yep. So just get the morph bombs, and you can save and quit out.
I did.
Rupee and Terminator.
A whole rupee?
Actually, a $5.
Oh my
Oh,
No,
god.
that's a 20er.
Just missiles.
At Bomb Teresa.
Yeah. I'm not even gonna bother fighting him for a single pack.
Oh! Man, this acid hits pretty hard.
Yeah, I would die like very, very quickly on Gauntlet.
Old man is a full
I'm
heart
trying.
container.
Hopefully there's a energy tank here. There's not. It's missiles.
Perfect.
Just what I wanted. There's about a 90% chance I'm gonna die here.
Boots are
Now,
mirror
I'm not as
locked on
familiar with location names, Lack, so
I'm dead.
forgive me.
Boots are
That's
mirror
okay.
locked on
What?
top of Spec Rock, and Moon Pearl is inside Spec Rock.
What? Okay. Well, that's good to know.
Well, Moon Pearl does a little bit more. Oh, or not yet. We need access.
Yeah. Oh, I can go down Red Tower. Oh, and we have access to wreck ship with that grapple beam.
Yeah.
How much do you need for Zora? 500?
500,
Yeah, 500. So the path over to Brinstar only is 20 rupees.
Oh, I can't go that way. I mean, I kind of want those. Oh, I can. I'm dumb. I need power bombs.
All right. Here we go.
Where were those power bombs at? Were they in Blind Hut?
Thieves
Yes,
Hut, yeah.
they're- Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think I'm gonna go pick those up and then.
Where
come
is that
back
the
in.
one that is that the green one on the tracker on next to Swamp Conda?
Ah, come on now.
Blind's Hut is in the town. It's like the house that's at the very top of the hill.
Okay.
300 at Eticoons. So that's a no need.
Well, that would give me my money for Zora.
Magic
it,
Cape
Zora
and high
again?
jump boots.
Hey, charge beam at missile 230, which is like in the very beginning of Super Metroid. It's called the Parlor. Is like that main first room, and it's on the left side, like across from the Link to the Past warp.
Oh,
So charge beam is there.
nice.
Did anyone do what's in the maze?
The maze.
Yeah, Link to the Past.
You talking about race game?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh, the race game.
I think
Yeah,
it was
that was
just
Super
rupees.
Missiles.
No,
Oh,
it was
Super
not
Missiles.
first.
Okay. Speaking of super missiles, I could use a couple right now.
Which we have charge. So like regular missiles are probably not as important now. But supers are still they're super important because you can they do double damage to Ridley. Which is pretty nice.
All right, so we're at pink. See what I can get. I need to farm some shit.
Kraid was the green pendant, so I'm gonna go to Kraid and we'll see if that was worth it.
Yeah, I mean green pendant's still I mean it could be the item behind it too. There's still 3 items over there. Oh, did someone turn in the bottle?
Yeah, it was nothing.
Okay.
The race was super missiles.
Yes.
Okay.
E-tank at back of Blind's hut. It's good. Probably could have used that when I died in Gauntlet.
Yeah.
The thing with co-ops is usually you end up low on ammo because you're just skipping missiles all the time.
I'm super low on ammo right now. Dang it. Okay.
So we are a mirror away from boots. And mirror is required to get boots, which is even worse because it's just taunting us
Yeah.
up there.
Let's go down.
So we know that you can do Eastern last, which is nice because you don't it doesn't have an item, a good item.
What was Saha's Closet? I never did that.
It was supers and there was something good on the right. $300, I think, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I will go back there and do the green pin and get that stuff.
Doo-doo. Why I always come down here?
I'm doing red tower. So there's 3 items up here.
So far, nothing in Pink Brinstar, by the way.
Okay. And this is normal logic, so nothing would be back there. Like, I mean, I guess you could kill Spore Spawn and get to those those missiles that are or whatever items back there.
Yeah, because I can't do the little glitch thing where you shoot the.
That's okay. You can kill Spore Spawn, or you can skip it, and somebody can get it later. No big deal.
So, Brinstar Reserve and the item behind it are an energy tank and magic powder.
Oh, okay.
I mockballed over.
Sure.
And then book is up on the top there.
Oh, like super missile. Yeah. Early supers. Okay, so book is good. And that is not in logic yet. We would need speed booster.
Correct.
Yeah. Even though we can get it, but it is not in logic.
So the crate area was a total bust, and I'll let you know green pendant is something or not.
Okay. Hey, green pendant could be mirror.
That would be pretty swell.
I'm gonna go up and do Spore Spawn.
And just in case Slack didn't see it, Blue on, thanks for the resub.
Oh yeah, thanks, Gluon. Mostly catch me on the YouTubes. Excellent. I just posted a new YouTube video today of my low percent run that I did last night. Kind of came out of nowhere.
Super missiles, just so I can do the rest of that.
Oh, get up here.
Crate area, including green pendant, total bust.
So all we need to know is the book.
Yep.
Or is whatever it's called. Yeah, pedestal. All right, there are power bombs on the moat.
What's the best way to get to the 500 rupees? I have the 300 from the right side.
If you know how to do it,
There's yeah, you can do the Houlihan room, which is like that secret room.
Oh
So
yeah.
if you go where, yeah, front of escape, you can just drop a bomb and knock yourself into the hole, like the grave hole, and then you'll end up in there, and that's what a lot of rupees.
Was Zora something?
225 drive. Zora was
grappling beam,
grapple beam.
which
Oh,
could be our wreck ship access. So
that is something.
I'm trying to do continuous wall jump. It's not working.
Okay.
My gosh.
Since I'm going over to get power bombs, I'll just do a quick check of the pedestal.
Dude, am I too late? I've done so well here. Alright, I did the continuous wall jump. So this is technically in logic because of the grapple that we have access to. That was a 1-frame window followed by a 2-frame window. Yes, first try.
First try every time.
Found a shield if anybody likes that.
Energy tank at pedestal.
Good to know.
At least I believe that's what Heart from the Future is.
So green pendant truly dead.
Yes. Do not kill. Do not even go to crate at all.
Yep, avoid that wing
Magic
of the
cape.
game.
Is it high jump boots? That's also an item. Shindig.
Yeah,
So
that's true. It
gets
does
us
give you
his bumper cave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so spore spawn is absolutely nothing.
But now we know.
Yes, we do. We do.
Have we done Brinstar yet? Was there anything notable? I got charged just now.
I got some of Brinstar done. I'm just grabbing my super power bombs and then I'm going to go back.
Oh, you know what? I never decided or saw what Fantoon was. It's a red crystal. Where we're at right now.
I did Houlihan and then I never went to Zora. So I guess I'll go back and go to Zora.
Missiles in the little green hallway thingy outside of Pink Brinstar. You know what I'm talking about. The pipe, the Mario pipe.
And Green Hill.
The Mario pipe.
Oh, Green Hill Zone. Yeah.
Yeah, Mario pipe. Okay. Red Tower. What'd you say was in Red Tower?
Missiles in the first play in the the side hopper room, and then I don't think there was anything down low in the power bomb. All right, Fantoon is dead. I went with 2 E-tanks and no suits. Probably not recommended, but at least we can kind of steer one way if that's the case. And that was Crystal 5. We got one. Pretty good Fantoon fight, yeah. I'm actually proud of myself for not dying. Worked out just like we planned.
I'm already hoping nothing's there so I don't have to come do Fantoon yet.
Well, you will eventually, because we need the crystal. I'm gonna pick these up. Nothing in wreck ship so far. I'm gonna basically make a wreck ship summary at the end. Carathos. All is well, yes.
Where was the book? Mockball? Like early supers?
Yes, and we
Okay.
needed speed booster. Do people like going fast in Super Metroid?
Yes.
Booster.
You're a monster.
You may want to go to the wreck ship and beat Fantoon.
Oh man.
That would put my stuff in logic that I got.
It would.
Good old Fantoon.
Yep, get a few E-tanks and, just use missiles.
Did we do the where they Ectocoons, the wall jump dudes? Did we do that one?
Yeah, there's a E-tank up there, I think.
Okay.
Nothing really on Brinstar Bottom. There is 300 rupees in the wall jump area, but that's about it.
There was absolutely nothing over at Crate, right?
That's
There's
right,
an
we can
E-tank.
skip
There
Crate
is
completely.
one E-tank
Oh, an E-tank,
behind
okay.
Crate, I guess. But beyond that, not much.
Okay.
All
I'm gonna
right.
dip down into Norfair, I guess, and then go back to Link to the Past. I gotta find some stuff though. I'm behind you guys a bit.
Yeah, I'm way behind. I'm going to get Zora's finally.
Yeah, grapple beam is pretty low on my list. But yeah, you would need it to cross the moat at this point. Especially because speed boosters behind it.
I still don't have enough money though.
Plasma beam is at the power bomb in Pink Brinstar.
Oh, like up on the side?
Like
The one
yeah,
that's just in the open?
not the one that's in the open. It's actually in the little area that has the elevators.
Oh yeah, big pink, like next to the big pink missile.
Yeah. And then there are supers down at the bottom of Pink Brinstar.
That's about all there is over there. What did you say you got out of the elevators?
Plasma.
Yeah. See, I didn't go over there. I couldn't make that. Couldn't make that jump over there.
Go get the grapple of Zora and you can get it.
This is a true statement.
Did we check Spore Spawn item? Because I can do that pretty quick.
Ooh.
Nothing behind Spore Spawn. It's
Uh-oh.
just missiles.
You guys like jumping higher than normal in Super Metroid?
Nah.
Boots. Black finding all
Also-
the goods over there.
Also, wreck ship. Yeah, these are all good items. I was like, do I really want speed booster without high jump boost? The answer is yes. That is in the maze, like above ocean.
Did anyone check the beginning area, the right side of Morph Ball? Like the rest of it?
No,
Alright.
no,
I'll
because
check
I
it.
didn't have power bombs.
There's Bo at the bottom. Whatever, just the right side of that. I can't remember what it's called. Below Billy May's room.
Yeah, blue Brinstar.
Yeah.
Man, I did not know that those guys that float down, like that jump and then float like side to side, they do 60 damage if you don't have a suit. Which is fine, because all I have to do is beat attic and then go back. That
There's more
That
power
guy-
bombs on the left side of Morph Ball area.
And below it, yeah.
Alright, so we got a bow, so we can beat Eastern, which doesn't really matter at this point.
I am gonna go grab my bow.
But it is just nice to have. For sure.
I forget you have to jump through the Billy Mays room if you don't have a
Yes, jump through the door.
suit.
Oh, I need the high jump boots.
I hit my head.
Try again this time. Once more with feeling.
Oh,
Oh, wait a minute. I could. Well, now. This isn't great.
Did we check Spacer?
I have not checked Spacer.
Okay, I'll go check that.
Heart piece and energy tank in Billy Mays room.
Master Sword in Spacer.
Ooh. Well, that's needed. We're a lamp away from our Dark World access being through Aghanim.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's a little unfortunate.
that is slightly inconvenient for sure.
Okay, so good news, Wreck Ship is you don't have to do any of the gravity area. You can just get speed, go to the top, and get high jump boots. So as soon as you're comfortable, if you have grapple, and then you're comfortable, just I would go get your speed booster and high jump boots. It's gonna help.
That's where I'm headed now.
Saving is always a good thing too. Did anyone check back of Gauntlet?
I don't think so.
No, I have power bombs. I can go do that quick.
Okay, I'm at the ship, so I'm gonna check landing site, which now you have speed booster, so you don't have to do bomb jumps. Unless maybe this is space jump. Wouldn't that be fun?
Did anybody check Desert Ledge now that we have book? We know what that was.
I have not gone back to desert yet.
Did we visually check the ledge while we did Akina or not?
I don't think anyone has, but somebody should, or you should have a flute, so it's a
Yeah.
quick check.
I'll do that.
All right, landing site is an E-tank. That is the one that's high in the air, so.
Desert Ledge is dead. I'm gonna go in desert and see how far I can get.
Yeah, see if we need the boots, if it's mirror locked or...
Oh crap! Mirror's at the back of Gauntlet.
Oh,
Right
Oh,
side.
okay.
oh, boy.
That is where I'm going right now.
Which one is Gauntlet again?
It's at that where the ship is, to the top left, going all the way through that.
Oh, okay.
But you gotta make sure you gotta definitely have like health and
Yeah.
power bombs will help you get through pretty quick.
Conveniently, your ship is
Everything
right there.
does like 60 damage in there, so
Desert is not boots locked, by the way, but we still need ramp anyway.
yep. Mirror. I'm gonna go get my book.
Has anyone checked Ice Beam?
No Varia yet?
Never mind, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no logical progression yet there until we get Varia suit. We could check it, but
Yeah, you said there's
No
nothing.
need.
There's nothing in Craig's set on behind Craig.
yeah,
Nothing,
Kraid is
yeah.
dead.
Desert items or nothing. So we got to come back and do the boss, but otherwise we can skip this.
Okay. Alright, well I have my mirror, so I guess I can go to Hera and also get my boots.
Get the boots.
Hey, Lack, did you check the criteria super missile from Speed Booster?
Not yet. I do not. I have not done that yet. I just picked up the powder too. Good old E-tanks. Okay, picked up book.
Hey, wish me luck. Fantoon. 2 energy tanks.
Godspeed.
Alright, Edicoons, is that worth doing at all?
It's an energy tank. It's not worth
Okay,
doing.
no, I got plenty then.
Actually, I did it and it was $300. I didn't
Oh, it's
want to say
300
anything.
bucks. That's
yeah.
what it is.
Okay, well, I'm gonna just hold off for now.
I excitedly went there for the E-tank and left a little richer, but still as unhealthy as I was.
When you say Pink Bryn, what do you mean the elevators?
The
Like,
power bombs to
plasma.
the
Where's-
left of the missile.
Oh, that's okay. It's called Mission Impossible.
Okay.
I did
As I
not
say,
know that.
What the heck are y'all talking about?
You're not going to be getting a lot of luck with me on the names of Metroid areas.
That's okay. Got plasma though.
Well, that didn't work out real well.
Oh, I guess I'll do wreck ship before I get the mirror so I don't have to painfully get there. Speed booster is easier.
I'm gonna check the speed. I can check the speed item on the way back up because I'm going through Pink Bryn now. I'm gonna check
X-ray scope is
Waterway. Ooh, that's nice. So grapple needed for silvers also, or space jump, or just dying a bunch.
Did you say their silvers are X-ray?
Yeah, X-ray.
Okay.
Waterway is supers. So charge missile or charge beam is supers and waterway is supers. So it's good to know for later.
What was the item underwater right before you get to Fantoon or wreck ship in general?
A shield.
Oh, okay.
Yep, I wrote in the chat, the only items you need are the speed booster and the high jump. And speed booster is right side after killing Fantoon, and high jump's outside above ocean.
There's nothing where the suit was.
Nope. wait, hold on. Wonder why things weren't working. See you, supers. Where was that master sword?
Space.
Phaser.
Spazer, that's right. Okay. Oh, I need more power bombs.
And we said no reason for a trade.
Are there power bombs anywhere in Blue Bryn Star?
Just to the left of Morphball.
There are power bombs?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect, because I only have one. Charge and plasma. It's a good combo. Beautiful. Was Alpha Missile anything? Like first missile you usually get?
Was rupees. 50.
Okay. Billy Mays was anything?
A heart piece and energy tank.
Hard pass. Alright, so swords at space. Oh, sword at space was already written down.
I just peeked. The missile above Crocomire is red mail.
The sky missile, is that the one where you gotta ride the little lift to get it? That guy?
No, that actually that actually might be the name. It's the one in the maze as high jump boots.
Okay, well that's easier for me, so I'm happy with that.
Yes. Well, you should have speed booster now, so should be able to at least spark up there. But it was a piece of heart, I believe, or rupees or something.
Did anyone actually do Uncle?
Yeah, it was nothing.
Yes, it
Or
was.
not Uncle, Old Man on the mountain.
Yeah, it was something. I don't think it was anything important, but I can't remember anymore.
Okay.
Might be worth doing for the warp anyway. Money, maybe?
Alright, Criteria Supers, which is the speed booster shaft, is $300. So now I don't have to get the other 300. Alright, time to get to Link to the Past, because I'm about to die.
Just gonna grab my Moon Pearl quick and then
Going to get my boots. I can see what's on Ether Tablet too. So yeah, Desert and Eastern we can just save for the end. With no items, we just need the big key.
Yep.
Gonna get the boots first. Oh yeah, Dark World check. Swamp is red pendant. Or excuse me. Skull is red pendant. Thieves and Swamp are Metroid bosses. Ice is red. Turtle Rock is a pendant.
Landing site was nothing.
It's an E-tank. If you want an E-tank. I'd wait till you have, I mean, you can IBJ up there, you can wait till you have Speed Booster and go grab it.
Yeah, I just got.
You want to
out
go to
of,
the back of
wreck ship.
Gauntlet. Yeah. Alright. I've got the Pearl. We'll see where Big Key is in Hera. I don't know if I have to do the basement or not because I don't have a fire source.
Got
Man,
to the
honestly, like, I don't really know what else we can do besides Hera at this point.
I got to the
I feel like
landing
we've
site
done almost
E-tank
everything.
with 13 energy left. I fell in
Ooh.
the acid. I barely made it.
Oh man, acid will destroy your health with no suits.
Fantune decided to kill me.
Oh. Ether Tablet is something called Alien Armor. So I'm guessing that's Variasuit.
Yeah.
So get your book, get your Master Sword. Do you like freezing things?
Depends on the thing.
Okay, so where is Book and where is Master Sword?
Master Sword is Phaser,
Okay.
and Book is at the top of Mockball Room in Brinstar.
Yeah. Early supers.
Yeah.
Alright, Hera is nothing. Can't do Hera yet without a fire source. But Ice Rod was in the base first item. I guess that should be Hera first. First item.
This gauntlet, the mirror left or right side of gauntlet?
Right side.
Okay. Mirror acquired.
Heck yeah. Get them boots. Actually, make sure you have Master Sword and Book before you go up there.
Yeah, I'm good there.
Yeah.
All right, going to take out my Fantune.
Good luck. Oh, I have one super left. Don't miss. Miss the Master Sword door, it'd be awful.
And Bomb Teresa was nothing, right? Missile pack.
Yep.
When you were doing Wreck Ship Black, did you check the what is it? The big room where you normally need gravity to do it? The one in the very back.
It
Okay.
was not. It was a second shield.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So in case you want fire shield, get the ocean and that. But yeah, that was nothing. Alright. So we're heading back up the mountain. I guess alien armor is Varia. Not 100%. I don't think it's gravity.
Are the armors not progressive in this? Yeah, I guess like silvers aren't
They are
even
not.
progressive. Yeah.
Yeah, there's the only thing that's progressive is the glove.
Yeah, I guess that would make sense as in Super Metro with the armor.
Various suit at Ether.
I am 10 seconds away from that various suit.
Cool. Which way do you want to go in Norfair? You gonna do Crocomire
yeah,
or
let me do Crocomire.
Bubble Mountain?
I've got plasma. I can do Crocomire.
Okay, I will do Bubble Mountain. You can just go through Ice Beam Crumble Tower
Okay.
to get the Croco.
I think the update on Emo Tracker broke my auto tracking, so I'm having to manually track this one.
I had some problems with Emo Tracker like in the last couple days, but it has fixed itself. I'm not sure if I did anything differently.
Mine seems like it takes a little bit sometimes, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, okay, and like catches up.
It just kept giving me the red bot.
Yeah, dreaded red bot.
Gravity suit and ice. In Ice Beam room.
Gravity suit and Ice Beam, huh? Well, that's good.
I like an early gravity. Means I don't die as much.
Yeah, very nice. Oh gosh. Oh, I found Ice Beam in Norfair Reserve, Bubble Mountain. That's good. Don't have to power bomb the Metroids now. Ooh, not much health.
The room right before Grokmire's nothing, the one where you like fall and it trolls you really bad if you don't see the item.
Okay. Oh yeah. Do. Give me health. I've been so low on health here.
Should have gone into Hera. Dang it.
Hera just has the ice rod in the basement. So, and you need a fire source to do anything. Unless you can Hera pop, but we don't have the
I guess I could just swoop by and get it
Man,
on the way to TR
fire.
or something if I need to.
yeah,
I keep
exactly.
getting Fantoon to like 3 hits or less away and just keep dying. I'm so used to fighting
Oh, no.
with a suit. So
Well, we found various suit, but you would need the book and the Master Sword. So you're welcome to go get that. But
I can.
Well, you
use
also need
both.
mirror.
oh, that's right. And Mir is behind Gauntlet, so you'd have to do a bunch of stuff, really.
Like wall jump up there and power bomb my way through.
Yeah, I was having the same problems. I'm just going around trying to look for some more health and try to get a little bit more oomph.
Try one more time. The old one more time.
Yeah.
That's the old lack special, ain't it?
It is. One more.
Just
One
one
more
more
run,
guys.
baby.
Just one more,
One
guys.
more. You never want to quit, man.
We've already got to just one more roll.
Oh my!
All right, so Bubble
Wow.
Mountain doesn't really have much. There's a couple super packs and Ice Beam, but not like critical items. And there is Ether. So I'm gonna go get that gravity suit.
So far, nothing past Gravity Suit. I just
Okay.
got past Croc.
Okay, Phantom down.
Nice. See, I think there's missiles to the left, like regular missiles, if you want to get that.
Okay. But to the right is the big one. That's the speed booster.
The right is the speed booster, yeah. And then, yeah, just go up to the attic and go left. Don't have to... Or kill things and then go left. Was there anything in, like, high jump area that was good?
Magic
Y'all
Cape.
remember?
Oh wait, no.
Cape.
Is that what it was?
Yes.
Okay.
Cape is the first item.
think
Fire Rod
super-
and Grappling Hook.
Ooh.
Yeah, I guess I'll post
Okay.
that one here.
Gonna follow you down. I'm just gonna check what this item is.
You said nothing Bubble Mountain.
Bubble Mountain has Ice Beam, Ether, and 2 super packs.
That's something.
Yeah, that is something. I meant it's like nothing critical. You know?
Until we know
Ether
for
might-
sure if we need Ether, yeah.
Right, yeah. Yes, it is something, but... I'm gonna get Gravity and just go to Meridia. I'll come back for that Fire Rod after Meridia. And now is it Ice Beam, the Gravity Suit?
Yeah. Yeah, Ice Beam.
Okay,
Oh, and Red
Crumble
Mail was a
Tower was
Croc
nothing?
Escape. That's right.
yeah.
Crumple Tower.
Yeah, what was Crumble Tower?
What is that?
That's like the next item after Ice Beam when you,
Oh, yes,
you
that was
power
20
bomb
bucks.
through the floor.
Yeah, it was nothing.
Okay. Alright. Suit up, baby.
Sniper will go from no defense to full defense in Metroid in no time.
Like 10 minutes.
Cathedral Missile, anything?
Nope.
Okay, I will.
Maybe
take
a
the quick
missile.
way.
Might have, I think it actually was rupees. When I got speed, there's a lot of stuff in Meridia we're gonna find quickly with Speed Booster. Because you can check everything.
Where is the suit again?
Varia is on top of Ether Tablet, so you would need Book, Master Sword, and Mirror.
Book,
get it.
Master Sword, okay.
How's everybody doing on super missiles?
I haven't been collecting as many as I should have been.
Well, I found 3. So if you go to Bubble Mountain to get your Ice Beam, there's 2 over there, and then Main Street in Meridia, which is like the Shine Spark, that is one as well.
Okay.
Yeah. Mama Turtle is a heart container. Probably not worth going to. Eventually, when I play FF1, right? Ah! Oh my gosh! Just all right. We're shine sparking. Oh, that's the wrong place. Guess I don't need that health. So what are we looking for here? Hammer. Hammer's probably the big one. Titan's mitts.
Hopefully one of those lamp.
Yeah. Good E-tank timing. Ooh. Probably need that too. You guys like walking with a limp?
It's in style of red, maybe.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Not invincible. Not walking with a limp while invincible. Do you like creating blocks out of thin air?
Oh, you're finding a lot. Yeah.
Do you like platformers?
Hey, thanks BR man for the 75 months, man. Big timing.
It took me entirely too long to get across the Bubble Mountain gap to the left side, even when I had grapple bait.
Oh man, yeah. Good shine spark. You need flippers, hammer, hook shots, possibly a medallion, but we do have 2 of them. Oh man, Gluon, thanks for the gift subs. 5 gift subs, thank you so much. Shout outs to the ever-growing bakery. Get down. Oh, I can see what Dragon is. It is a green K. I guess that means it's the boss token.
Probably Kraid.
Yeah. All right, Lucky. Sand pits and aqueduct are nothing.
That's nice.
That is nice.
Did we check dark side pendants and whatnot? Dark side, dark world.
Yes. Yeah. Swamp, or okay, Skull and Turtle Rock are pendants. Ice Palace is red pendant. Thieves Town and Thieves Town and Swamp Palace are Metroid bosses. Basically, Turtle Rock and Skullwoods are pendants.
Okay.
All right.
And ice was red crystal.
Mirror.
Ice is red crystal. That should be a dead. How to say that should be a dead bot's wound. No, don't do that. Dum, dum. Vincent, how you doing?
I'm just trying to find some more energy and some more missiles so I can go and try to kill the dreaded wrecked ship boss.
Okay, cool.
Struggling over here.
Yeah, early Fantoon's never fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so mean the run back they make you do for Fantoon too.
I have two energy tanks, like 10 missiles and 5 super missiles, so I'm backtracking like a madman right now.
Yeah, there was an E-tank in Blue Brinstar, right? I think you could get that one.
Yeah, Billy Mays room.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't go get that one. I didn't go up there.
I'm beating Hera currently just to see what the other item is.
Oh, do you have a fire sword? Oh, yeah, fire rod. That's right.
Yeah.
Dragon dead. No items so far in Meridia. Well, after the beach, nothing. And don't freak out when your screen goes to black. Your game did not freeze. You guys like driving nails into wood?
Ooh, hammer.
Where's the hammer?
Behind Dragon.
Oh,
Lovely.
fun.
It's honestly a great find to be there and not buried in some Link to the Past dungeon.
Right, buried in the last chest on Laser Bridge in Turtle Rock.
Well, you can't get into Turtle Rock without the hammer, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying, yeah. I've seen Morph Ball at Mimic Cave before, or a Morph Ball on Laser Bridge too. We could have gotten that. Usually, I mean, oh, I didn't save.
Doesn't matter for higher level people, but I always hate finding a lamp in TR.
Lamp.
Yeah.
I had a morph ball at Gold Chozo once.
Oh wow, yeah. I feel like I've had Morph Ball almost everywhere. You can have it. That's like really bad. Yeah, Morph Ball in Turtle Rock is pretty rough just because of how long it takes to get there.
Hera is garbage and it's on the boss, so you get it no matter what.
Bum 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 bum.
We didn't check Bog Procs, did we? I guess I could do that.
I am gonna go get Old Man just so I have this save point up here.
Oh.
Ooh, tempered under Bonk Procs.
Ooh, that is nice. Plasma's dead. I'm gonna let one of y'all check Shack Tool, so I don't have to go get a grapple beam.
Okay, I was
Try
about
to
to go
make
to
my way
Meridia
over.
actually. Yeah. Someone will get it.
Cool. It's so nice to have good movement items in SM instead of like struggling with not high jump and
Yeah.
suitless and all that stuff.
My very first Metroid rando I did, I never found high jump, and the escape took me like 40 minutes, I think, because I had never done it without high jump. It was awful.
Oh man. Alright. Oh, I got that hammer. Can go to East F Mountain.
Oh, Red Tower was nothing, right?
Correct. Space jump, or excuse me, X-ray was silvers though.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Yeah. I'm thinking we're gonna find the Titan's mitts over in
On East Death Mountain.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm feeling right now. I love that the three the three crystals in Light World are have nothing in them. Oh, I can do Spike Cave. I don't have enough magic. I'll have to come back to do Spike Cave.
Okay. So I think I'll do Bubble Mountain second.
Yeah, definitely pick up the supers you see in there. There's a couple packs. One's at Wave Missile. Oh, well, do you guys like to swim?
Oh, Flippers on East Death Mountain.
Yep, they are on the floating island. So that means Titan's mitts. Looks like Swamp's probably going to be go mode, to be honest.
You've just cursed us.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, probably. Aw, man, I meant to get Fire Rod. I guess I'll do that after doing East F Mountain with no mitts yet, so I can't do dark checks.
So is Hammer the only thing in Meridia that really mattered?
Kena Samaria was at the beach or watering hole.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So Grapple Beam is Fire Rod, and that's the only thing down past Crocomire.
Yep. Do y'all like seeing in the dark?
Oh, found our mirror. Or our lamp.
Yes.
Well, boys, I think Fantoon's gonna put me out the game.
No.
Man, I can't do it. I ain't got enough health.
Yeah, he is rough when you're just
I
not used to it.
I kept dying too. I actually just am going back now. I have 499 energy though.
I have I just have 2. That's all I have. So not enough.
I know I mockballed though, so
Yeah, I still hadn't figured that out yet. I was just talking to Lack about trying to learn mock ball.
Oh yeah.
Literally. Man, that would be useful right now, wouldn't it?
It would be, wouldn't it? Oh yeah. Do y'all like picking up really heavy things?
There it is.
And
All that.
also being able to melt Super Metroid enemies?
What if I
That's
answer no to
paradox.
some of these questions?
Then you don't need to worry about what I got.
All right, cool.
So Titan's Mitt and Crew Attack are at the top, and Lamp is in the bottom of Paradox. So
That is a
there's a
good
bunch.
paradox.
You know what? Yeah. I don't know why I didn't. I just saved quit out. I don't know why I did that. I should have done the rest of it. I guess because I was already in my mind.
This is all you can do here, so you're done.
Yeah, it's like in my mind. I had already made up my mind that I was saving and quitting after getting Titan's Mitts. So I'm definitely gonna get the Tempered Sword.
So what do we need? What do we got left? Hook shot? Is that all we're looking for? Really?
Yes, and potentially Quake,
Yeah, because we don't know what the medallions are yet.
but I'm about to find out what they are.
Well, guys, I'm here for moral support. I will cheer you on.
There's got to be more energy tanks, like somewhere.
I tried to think, and I looked, but
Billy Mays, right? Billy Mays is one.
yeah, I can go back to Billy Mays and get that
Yeah.
one.
I mean, hey, don't force yourself to play, but
Hey, I finally
you're
killed
definitely welcome.
Fantoon.
Don't worry about it. Yay!
Nice.
Go
Nice.
save immediately.
Yeah, I am.
Right.
What I decided to do is just hit him with the super missiles because I know they do like a lot. They do extra damage to him if I remember correctly, and then I would just do like the charge beam screw attack thing and just jump through the things.
Yes.
Yeah,
I just
can do
decided
that.
to do that.
that's actually what helped me was charge beaming and just jumping through all the fires.
Yeah.
Total Rock is ether, but it is a pendant, so jury's still out.
Okay, fire rod.
I had no idea how good Plasma was against Platoon.
Very. It's like
Yeah.
4 shots.
Yeah, that was so fast.
Plasma and ice goes down really fast. Yeah, we definitely need hook shot.
For right side for speed booster, what do you mean right side?
So when you go up and there's like you go through like the floor, you have to
all the way
break apart.
all the way at the top, you mean?
No. There's like right when you break after killing Fantoon, you break through the floor and like go up through the floor.
Yeah.
You bomb to the right.
Oh, okay. I
There's a
didn't
door
know.
on the
Yeah,
left
yeah,
and there's a bomb.
okay.
There's a hole to the right. Yeah. That's
Did you
right
check-
side.
Did you check the one above that that's like that
You
you
have to go through the water.
Yeah.
That is, yeah, it's a shield.
Okay.
Super Bunny's dead. That's it for this. I don't have enough magic
Hey, speed booster, I did it.
to go into Turtle Rock. Alright.
Nice speed booster acquisition. Yeah, Wreck Ship really locked that seed.
Yeah.
It happens a lot.
Yeah, it's funny because like if you have like if you're not good at Super Metroid, like you're just gonna get stuck here because like I mean even with 499 energy, it's still relatively hard because you get hit so hard.
Yeah. Tell this guy about it.
So beach and space jump are the key parts here.
Correct. There is an there's an E-tank up there. At the what's it called? At the like where you run through the wall.
Okay, yeah.
Dang, I should have got my fire rod. I didn't get it.
You keep forgetting about it.
I do. I went back in and was like, oh, let me check Dark World, and then forgot to do this side.
The nice thing about having this little chat thing that they have now is I can just scroll all the way back up for how far behind I am and be like, alright, I can just start following all these things now, finally.
Yeah, there you go. Alright, bumper ledge is super missiles. So more supers if you would like them. Good for Ridley. Good if you don't know how to do Zebetite skip, but we haven't found Wave Beam yet either, so... Graveyard Ledge, King's Tomb, Bumper Ledge are blue boomerang and missiles. So you can cut all that out. I'm gonna see what Mire is.
Moment of truth.
Yeah, do we need Quake? Yes or no? I was literally standing next to Bonkrox and I didn't get... It's also Ether.
Tempered.
Also Ether.
Nice.
So Bombo's not required if I didn't get that yet either. Mire Shed right is supers.
Did anyone check the top right room in Super Metroid when you first start where the power bomb door is?
Yes, that is an E-tank.
Okay. Oh, that's landing site on the thing.
That is landing site, yeah.
Did you do a hype cave?
Nope, not yet.
I will go check hype cave.
I just realized
Yeah.
I had my dehumidifier on this whole time.
If you can route it in Lack, just let me know. But waterfall's probably also a check we want to do.
Oh, true. Yeah, I guess... Yeah. Okay. I mean, I can do all that. Yeah, I'll do that.
I just
I was
mentioned it
about to
because
go
I
to,
figured that's something we might orphan.
That's a good point, because we did Zora, but not...
Yeah, we
Yeah.
didn't have Moon Pearl or anything at that point.
Yeah, so the only thing we need now is Hookshot.
Mushroom and X-ray in hype cave.
X-ray's good if you still have to fight Dragon.
Yeah, but you need the hammer behind Raygon to to get to hype cave. So
Then I guess it's not that good.
I'm gonna go just turn in mushroom and see if it's something.
All we need is that Hookshot. So
Where was Bo?
Bow is before you get to Billy Mays.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I need to
blue-
go back
yep.
there.
'Cause I
Blue
just
gun.
picked it up.
nice.
Mushroom dead.
All right, Waterfall also dead.
Okay, I will go up to the mountain now and get all that stuff. You said you did like the graveyard ledge north side stuff and it was nothing?
I did north side, yeah. It's missiles.
Okay.
Bumper Cave is super missiles, but the other things are blue boomerang and regulars. This is exciting. There's so many things to like go do. Dang, no, well, I guess no space jump's fine, because I have speed booster.
What didn't you
Unless-
do on Death Mountain?
I did everything.
Okay, even like Dark Death Mountain stuff?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I did, yeah, nothing in Super Bunny. You need flippers, which is on Floating Island. But the Hookshot Cave was a power bomb, the one chest I could get to. And since we need Hookshot. We ain't finding nothing.
Spiral is nothing.
Spiral was a missile.
Okay. I will
Or
skip
arrows
spiral.
or something. Well, I
So
found an
there's
energy
just-
tank again.
Let me get that
Um,
energy tank.
Yeah, it said GT.
Alright.
Gold Chorizo Supers.
This is gonna be so weird doing Meridia and only like going to 2 places.
Yeah.
Felt
I mean,
pretty
like,
good.
there's nothing even like worth getting, like at all. It was just a bunch of junk. All right, doing Lower Norfair. See if y'all need to do this or not. I guess I'll finally get my fire rod after beating Lower Norfair. I'll probably get distracted though. Do something else.
Was Ridley a Metroid token?
I think Ridley is a boss, yeah.
Okay.
I think
Just
it's
based off of everything else.
It is, yeah, Dragon token.
Which side of Gauntlet is Mira on the right side?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I almost flew away from Death Mountain after getting my mitts and everything, like you did too. I called my bird, and then I was like, wait a minute.
You could do Turtle Rock if you want. I don't, all we're looking for is Hookshot.
Oh,
And you
I
can
didn't
beat
mark my
Turtle Rock, I
ranking.
think, can't you?
Yeah, I think I can. Oh, I think I can't even if I didn't mark. I didn't mark something yet.
I'm actually going to check the items on Lower Norfair Escape just to see if we can find Hookshot before going down to Ridley, even though it's a little slower. But it'll save everybody else time for looking for stuff. I always wonder if like you should do that, like even I guess you're just kind of just looking for the items and then you can beat the game at your leisure. I don't think I found a reserve tank yet. Like not one.
No?
Yeah, I don't think
don't have any.
Yeah, I don't have any either. I mean, it would be weird if I had one and you guys didn't.
Bum bum bum. Okay, Lower Norfair Escape has nothing. Going back down, there's 2 items down there. Hey, it'd be pretty nice to put Ridley off until like the very end, then you can have all the E-tanks you want.
It's already nice that we can just put Hera off. Just Mira.
Era, Desert, and
Yeah,
Eastern
but
are all
just
junk.
Mira right before.
Oh, that's
GT.
true, yeah. That's a good point.
Okay, I will dive into TR.
Here we
See.
go.
Hopefully there's no hook
I'm
shot
feeling
here.
pretty good, even though we still have like all of Dark World dungeons left.
Yeah.
I guess if you wanted to, I mean, you're up there, but it's up to you. You could do anything really, except Swamp. But even the front of Swamp is still doable.
So, where were silvers?
X-ray.
X-ray.
X-ray. Okay. Okay. Oh no, hook shot in the fire rod. TR. Awful.
Oh. After you fire your first 3 shots and you're like, oh wait, I can't get out of here. Yeah, usually the things that like you don't get are health and missiles when you're doing co-op. It's usually what falls between the cracks.
Yeah, it's basically turning it into a jet ski.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Bark! Bark, bark!
Hey, plasma beam finally.
Feels good.
Yeah. Plasma beam definitely feels good.
Alright, do you need to go to Ridley?
Survey says.
Only if you're Fred would you go there. 3 pack of bombs. Alright, so, yep, Lower Norfair you can do at your leisure.
Just do Ridley pretty much.
Yep, just go straight to Ridley and leave.
I like that.
Yeah, it's pretty nice not having to go to Mickey Mouse or anything like that.
I guess I'll get silvers next.
You have grapple?
I do.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, to get to...
I mean, I could get to when I was attempting to learn the speedrun, I could, you know, get there without grapple, but it's been a hot minute, so.
You need a lot of health, at least.
Got my E-tank.
Who is that? Got it?
I said I forgot mine,
Oh.
so I had to go back for it.
Do. Nothing good in TR yet?
Nothing yet. Yeah, an E-tank. Not much.
Yeah.
I'm about to go to the dark room.
Okay, we're going to get Tyrod right now.
For the third time.
For the 3rd time, yes, not forgetting. And I can get my red mail? Heck yeah.
The nice thing about the Zebetite skip, since you were talking about it earlier, is like you can just leave the room and re-enter. Like if you mess it up,
Correct. Yeah.
makes it nice that you don't have to like sit there and like, oh, I messed it up, time to reload and back out and all that.
Oh, he's still alive? Hello? Get out of here, Croco. How did you survive my plasma? I do need to play Fusion sometime. I've never played it. I haven't beaten it. I've played like a little bit of it, but not too much.
Good news, TR is dead.
Okay, and no need for the pendant. Did you beat Trinex?
No, Trinix is a map on it.
Mimic Cave?
I did do Mimic Cave. It was nothing like a piece of heart or something.
Okay.
Nothing important.
It is, yeah, if it's not a shot, then
It was not Oakshot.
yeah. I've not done Spike Cave either. I didn't have the magic when we got there.
The bonk chest in Hookshot Cave was nothing, right? I can just run past it on to
Power
Pippers.
bombs. Power bombs.
I might take some power bombs, I guess, since I'm right here.
We have the fire rod, y'all.
I got a hammer.
Hey, we're getting stuff.
And after this, I guess I'm gonna do Skull with Thieves Town if nobody's done that yet.
Yeah. I mean, we got a lot to do.
I have
I think
like, the
once
whole
I get
west
back
side
and
to
do my Death Mountain stuff, I'll probably go hit Ice Palace.
Okay.
Somebody should gamble that maybe Hookshot's in the front of Swamp too. That would be a good time saver if it happens to be there and we check that early.
Yeah, that's true. I gotta do it anyway. Meyer is also available. No other speed checks. I think Super Metroid is full cleared now. I don't think there's any other items to get.
The only thing I think is behind Wave.
Oh,
We
it's
have that
check
one
tool.
checkbox. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh
Shack
yeah, we
Tool.
don't it. Shack tool, which yeah. Okay, let's.
I'm over here. I'll just do it.
Okay.
I completely forgot to do that while I was there. Wave beam in the big key chest and skull lids. If you're into
At least
that.
that's an easy. It's an easy one to grab.
Yeah.
Shindig, are you doing Thieves Town?
I'm finding the last item in Skull, and then I was gonna go there. Yeah.
Okay. I will go do Meyer.
I mean, I guess I'll do
Or
like
Palace
Smith
of
Chain.
Darkness, actually. I'm gonna do Palace of Darkness first. 5 checks.
Stuck. I'm on a boss and I ain't got no fucking health.
You're unmuted, Vincent.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I thought it was muted. My bad.
It's all right. No problem. I figured you thought it was muted.
I approve.
Hey, but sometimes we feel like that.
Man, that's how I feel right now, man. I'm telling you, it's bad. If I make one mistake fighting
Yeah, it's
Phantoon,
pretty
I just
rough.
die.
Could you try like the tactic that I did? And if you shoot him with a super missile, he just sits at the top and fires like beams at you down.
Yeah,
If
so
you-
he's throwing those. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm hitting him with a super, and even if I have 99 health, I'm jumping through the waves with the charged fake screw attack or whatever.
Yeah.
But man, if it's just one, then that's the end of it. Like
yeah,
if
I think sometimes if you hold the charge and you accidentally hit up or down on the controller, you will get out of your spin.
Yep,
So
I do
that
that all the
could
time.
that could do it.
that is exactly doing it.
Yeah, I'm terrible about that.
I was actually abusing save state, but
Hey, no shame, man. Do what you got to do. This is about fun, so feel free to cheese it any way you want.
sorry, Dan. I dropped the bomb.
It's all right.
Note to self: don't walk into Shacktool's room with a charged plasma.
Oh, did it freeze?
No, I killed Shacktool.
Oh, yes. I also like really take my time when like if Shacktool dies and like running out with giant explosions on the screen. Like sometimes with Speed Booster and giant explosions and SMZ3, like I've had the game like freeze on me.
Good to know.
So
Yeah,
space
I actually,
jump,
like with Kraid.
space jump in
and-
Skullwoods.
Oh, okay.
It's in the big chest, and you have to go into the back of Skullwoods, go into that front chest in the back, get the big key, go to the big chest.
Do we
Just
not have Pegasus boots though?
They
No,
were on
they're
a
on the
spec rock,
Spectacle Rock.
very
You
top
need
of
the
Death
mirror.
Mountain. Yeah.
Oh, I was like sitting there. I'm like, I definitely read boots as something else. Where is Spectacle Rock?
Very top of Death
Next to
Mountain.
Tower. Yeah, next to Tower of Hera.
Okay, what's the best way to get up there? Without, don't you need lamp to get up there if you don't know the way through?
You
Flute.
have you should have flute.
I do have flute. You're correct.
Yep. Flute takes you up there. And then you just need mirror.
I have that as well.
Okay, Thieves Town is getting looked at.
Shacktool is supers.
Oh man. On my way.
Yeah, I should actually play Link to the Past sometime, you know, casually again, since it's been so long, obviously, since I don't know anything.
I remember the first Link to the Past randomizer I played. I didn't know where any items were that weren't like in dungeons.
Yeah,
I was talking-
even with the map up, I'm like, I don't know what this means.
Oh yeah.
See, most of everything that I know in Super Metroid has been through playing the randomizer. I played Super Metroid once when I was a kid.
Love the game.
Oh, I love watching the speedruns.
I love watching people way better than me.
None of them play it anymore.
People are so much better than me at Super Metroid that watching it gets me no good tips or anything because everything they're doing is super high level. It's
yeah.
so out of my range, out of my league. Yeah, it's fun to watch, but yeah, I cannot
Very
pick up a
fun.
thing. I still need to go get my bow.
Hey, I got something you don't have. I did it.
You've won the seed.
Let's do this.
Okay.
That is the first magic drop I've gotten in so long.
I think it's hilarious because I have silvers, but I have 0 arrows in my inventory.
Y'all, do you like shooting something and grappling onto a solid object?
I hate doing that.
Don't check the Palace of Darkness big chest then.
Okay, cool.
That's it. Go mode.
Nice.
So big key, I'm gonna write it down in the chat, but prioritize hammer, Palace of Darkness.
And Bo was in front of Billy Mays and Blue Brimstar?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
And the big key is past the mimics, so you need the bow for Palace of Darkness.
Okay.
Like on the right side. There's a key in the basement. First basement. But
Was there anything
I'll
in,
show that in a sec.
on Dark Death Mountain?
Yes.
Nope. Oh,
Yeah.
flippers, right?
Flippers, yeah.
Oh, flippers were in dark. Okay.
Dang, I didn't get silver arrows.
Yeah,
Gonna
I
be a
think,
tough fight.
I think I'm gonna pass on those as well.
I 100% got them.
Oh, I
Yeah,
don't
I mean-
need them, but
With temper, yeah, if I had Master Sword, I'd probably get them, but just to make things easier. But so we don't have to go into Ganon's tower at all. Remember that. You just go straight to Ganon.
You probably saved me again in Tower Crypt.
Yes, fast Ganon. Here we go. Boop, 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 boop,
I got
boop,
screw
boop.
attack somewhere, and I have no idea where I got it at.
That is in Paradox.
yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm glad that somebody knew, because I didn't want to rob that from people and not know where I got it.
What do I need to do with the book to read the tomb at the top again?
Master Sword.
I have the Master Sword.
You just need to hit Y.
Yeah, just bring out the book and
Oh.
interact.
Oh yeah, don't push A. Push Y.
Yeah, I'm sitting there pressing. I'm like, I know this works. Like,
What's up, Deep Blooper?
All right.
Do, 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 do.
I may do some passing checks in some of the dungeons I go through just to find like supers or something.
Okay. How many are you at?
Right now I'm at 30.
Okay. If you have Cape, Bumper Ledge is a super pack. There's 2 super packs in Bubble Mountain.
Yep, I got those.
Okay. There's one in Palace of Darkness in the Hellway.
Okay, that'll be useful. That's where I'm going right now, so
That is a good idea.
just take out Palace of Darkness and Eastern together.
Yep, and you can. Big key is right side, is the right chest in Eastern.
Okay. Hookshot chest.
Yes.
Even better.
Yeah. Now that you will have the hook shot. Glad I did Palace of Darkness instead of Meyer. Smart.
Yeah.
Oops. The map.
So we still have to kill Kraid just to kill Kraid, correct?
No.
No.
Because it is a pendant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Which bosses are needed in Super Metroid?
All
the
of
other
them.
ones.
Right.
The other
Yeah.
three.
Okay.
Guess I'll go to Swamp next. I can see if there's any quality of life. Basically, Wave Beam. Is that all? the
Wave
quality
Beam
of life
was
stuff?
Skull
And Butter
Buzz.
Sword.
Wave Beam
Oh, you
was
found
Big
Wave
Key
Beam.
Chest and Skull.
Yeah.
Oh. So don't look for anything.
Yeah, Wave Beam and Space Jump are both in Skullwoods.
Wow. Loaded.
Typically,
the
I expect
pod.
stuff like that from Thieves Town.
Thieves Town was nothing. It's something
Thieves
you
Town
need to
Big
do,
Chest. When you don't have hammer, always has something.
Truth.
Vincent, did you get the South Shore E-Tank? There's an E-Tank down there as well.
I did not.
There is an E-Tank on the top right. I'm pretty sure.
Oh baby, let's go. Progress.
Yeah, Mini Moldorm Cave has one. Well, you got your glove, right? Your first glove?
I don't know. I hadn't been back to Link to the Past in like 2 hours, bro.
Oh, man. Okay.
So maybe, I don't know.
First glove was
It's the-
really early.
It's the war of attrition right now. That's all.
Yeah,
we're
first
at
glove
right
was
now.
Mini Moldorm Cave.
No, 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 no. Oh. It was close. I needed one more super missile.
I believe in you.
Yeah, I'm trying to believe in me right now.
The hook shot was Big Key Chest and Pod.
Yep.
Okay.
It's actual big chest.
Big
yeah,
chest.
sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I meant anyway.
Yep. Now just clean up.
Yep. Be cleaning up for a while. It's actually amazing that we reached go mode without like getting a beating like a Dark World dungeon.
Yeah.
Yeah, we barely touched Link to the Past at all.
I'm slowly catching up to everything.
Ah, no.
What spells do you actually need for Link to the Past? Any of them?
Ether.
Just
Which
Ether,
is
okay.
its
Yeah,
speed booster.
I got it. I assumed that I needed it since it was in the chat, but
Yeah, well, yeah, at that point I didn't know, actually.
Okay, hookshot acquired.
Excellent. Does that go for you?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, it is.
I look at my tracker and I'm like, oh no, I don't have Ice Rod, and then I remember I don't need it.
Don't need it.
I got Ace Rod.
I do too.
I figured I might as well. I was right next to it when I got the suit. Make me feel like I'm accomplishing things by getting items.
Oh, there was also supers in Meyer Shed, Crim.
Okay. Wonderful. That's an easy pickup then too.
Yep.
What is bench?
Bench?
Yeah, you have E-Tank and Red Cane. I don't know what I don't know what the location
Oh,
is.
the beach.
Oh, beach. I can read, I swear.
It's called the watering hole on the tracker.
It is called, yeah.
Okay.
It's like beach area. So the beach in Meridia is where the
Oh,
sand
okay,
is.
okay, yeah.
The beach is actually just that one item. And then watering hole is the two items. Godmire incoming?
You know it's fun going to the backup pod without a key like an idiot.
There is a key in the basement. On the right side.
Depending on how you route pod, it actually has the key set up very nicely.
Yeah, I got there, realized I didn't have one, and had to mirror, and now I've got one. It was just dumb. Instead of going right side again, I went middle and used the key, not thinking about it.
My dungeons are gonna be real bad in Link to the Past.
No magic or anything either. Kind of a
No,
bummer.
I haven't seen that.
Probably stashed in Ganon's tower.
Could be. Alright, the big key in Meyer is... I don't even know. It's like where you walk over the fence ceiling.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what that's called. I can never remember that. It's like in the big room, the lobby.
Like the
Lobby chest.
entryway, yeah. Yeah, I don't know what the name of that chest is.
I think it's lobby. Oh, I don't have to do this. I'm just gonna leave. Ow.
So Meridia, there's nothing except just go Dragon, pretty much.
No, you need the red cane. Well, yeah,
Oh,
you've
then,
done that,
yeah.
right?
Beach, you said, yeah, duh.
Yeah, after
Yeah.
Dragon is the hammer.
Yep. You should have high jump and speed, so you should be able to get out without like a gravity jump or something.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I got a scare when I got out of Dragon, and I was like, "Oh, wait, can I get out of here?" And yeah,
Yeah.
it scared me though.
Yeah, you have grapple beam. You can get out.
Oh yeah, true.
I learned how to do that for like an hour. It was pretty brutal. But I did it. Very tough trick to do.
People make it look so easy too.
Yeah. I think I would rather be like, people always ask, like, if you could be like instantly top level at one game, what game would you pick? I think I would pick Super Metroid.
Yeah, that's definitely, if I could pick one, that's way up there. I feel like if you were super good at Super Metroid, you would be good at a ton of games just because of how hard the execution of Super Metroid is.
Yeah.
Not only that, it's very pleasing just to watch. Like, it's a nice, like, it looks like,
Yeah.
you know, like, when everything's going the way it should be, it's just like, wow.
Yeah, very satisfying.
Dragon. I guess I'll be desert now too, because I'm here.
Yeah, I think I'm basically just following your footsteps. I'm doing Eastern, and
pretty
then I'll go
much.
back over there.
Anyone do Ice Palace yet?
I'm heading there now.
Oh, okay. And you're gonna do Meyer Desert after that?
Yeah, I'm basically gonna just loop around the bottom there, so I'll do ice and swamp then.
Where was
Gotcha.
Eastern Big Key at?
Eastern Big Key is the right chest, the hookshot chest.
Okay.
But before I do any of that, I'm going to get tempered because I keep forgetting about it.
Get the Tempered Sword.
Which, of course, naturally would be behind Bonk Rocks.
It's funny that you said that last week when I was playing Borderlands with my buddy. He asked me a question, and I mean, I guess that's kind of your answer. It was like, if you had like unlimited time
Oh
to
yeah.
like to learn something, what would it be? And I struggled. Like, I don't know like what game, like, but Super Metroid's a good one. As much as I don't like some of the aspects of it, I think Super Mario 64 is another good one.
Yeah, that's
sure.
probably my number 2.
A very good technical game.
Yeah. In that game, the same thing. Like, if you watch the top tier runners, it's so pleasing to watch.
You do. Ah, terrible.
If anyone wants Mean Beam, it's in the big key chest in Nice Palace.
Where am I going? I guess Ice Palace. I do Ice Palace in Thieves Town. And Hera.
I want to say Thieves Town Big was first chest too, so it'll be quick.
Oh, heck yeah. Got Icebreaker too.
Hey, E-Tank.
Not funny.
He's still not pleased.
Hey, are you still trying at least though?
Oh, you know it. I am still on here plugging away.
Well, I'm
Are
proud
you
of you.
streaming?
Yes, I'm streaming.
Okay. Cool. I didn't know if you were or not. I don't have anybody's stream pulled up. Ah.
I started panicking because I saw my magic, and then I remembered I had bombos, so we're okay.
Oh.
I don't even know if I found magic yet.
Oh, I didn't have any magic until I beat Pod.
Oh, okay.
I was only at like a quarter magic, heading down towards Cold Stare, and I knew there was no way of getting back to a full bar for Fire Rod.
Hmm.
Oh, I found that E-Tank.
Yeah, nothing worth it in Ice Palace at all. Main Beam, E-Tank, and then 20 rupees on Cold Stare.
Wow, gonna not check any other items and get all three items in.
Yeah.
So next time we're ready for multi-world, right?
I've done a few of those.
They're
Man,
pretty
let's do
fun.
multi-world. That way, I could have just had all these items already.
I did a multi-world with Fred and Rick, and all of our progression was behind a 2 E-Tank Pantoon.
Oh, that's
Oh
terrible.
man. So Vincent, multi-world means that like if I find an item, that doesn't mean you get it necessarily. That means that like all of our items are shuffled in other people's games, so you would have to find other people's items.
Oh, so I would be doing this anyway, is what
Yeah,
you're
so
telling
you'd
me.
be
Potentially.
responsible. Hey, but you got time to practice up now, right?
Hey, yeah, you know.
But
You know, if he would drop me some health every once in a while, that'd be fantastic.
if
you
I
know?
could send you an E-Tank, I would. What's up, Six?
Man, let me get
Yeah. Fantoon's really like stingy when it drops.
It really, I mean, it helps to know how to fight Fantoon.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, it's really tough to just kind of be low health and.
Oh man, so much health just spawned. So I'm still having difficulties, obviously, but I'm just fighting him with regular missiles now, and I'm making it further into the fight than I was because that's how I would normally fight him anyway. So
If you want, like, one way to do it, how the speedrun does it, you can, in each phase, like, if you fire 2 regular missiles at him, and then wait a moment, you can fire 2 regular missiles again at him, and then you can hit a 5th shot, which could be a super if you were doing that strat. And then you only have to do that, what, 3 times? You could also just wait. You don't have to... The super is what enrages him.
yeah, that's what I kind of figured that out already.
Yeah. Nice, Shixel. You wrote the thing. I'll check it out in a little bit. Get the maiden. Oops.
Go Mode Swamp is nice.
Yes, it is. Straight back. You do diver down?
I'm going to, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit those 2 chests just to see what's there.
You want me to tell you? Actually, yeah, I think one of them's okay. The other one doesn't really matter. Ow.
Curious how the other team's doing.
Oh,
I know.
I hope
Get
somebody
nervous?
is stuck on Fantoon.
20 rupees in a map.
Oh, yeah. Well, the map is nice. Now you know where to go.
Yeah, exactly.
So after Dragon, should I just do Ridley next then, or should I go to Zelda?
I think you should go to Zelda because you don't need Ridley for anything.
Don't
You
you?
can do Ridley last. Like, you
Okay.
have to do it, but there's no item down there.
Okay.
I would just go get, because then you also, do you have Screw Attack and Titan's Mitt yet?
I do not.
So you definitely want those before, you definitely want Screw Attack before going to Lower Norfair.
Yeah, I usually have it. So where should I go in Zelda?
What do you have?
Hmm.
What, or like, did
What do you
get,
not have?
You have, yeah, do you not have Titan's Mints yet?
I have this the first one, yeah.
Go to East Death
East
Mountain
Death
with the
Mountain.
hammer.
Okay.
And then you want to do Paradox Cave, which is the cave with the 5 chests in it.
Okay.
And then the lamp is on the bottom, and the Titan's Mitt's on the left, and then there's something on the right. Screw Attack's on the right.
Okay.
Yep, a lot of good stuff in there.
So was that all hammer blocked?
Yes, or yeah, it was hammer blocked. Am I done? Hera.
Man.
Oh, you know what? Didn't have to wait for Hera last because we don't have to go into Ganon's Tower. Oops. Oh, come on. See if I remember how to Herapod here.
That's cheating. You have
Oh,
to
I
sit in
intend
the
on
room for
cheating.
2 minutes.
I intend on cheating. Yeah, you're supporting. This is my team. You're trying to. Don't mess it up.
Team waiting room.
Yeah, team waiting room. The best team.
My rupee
Shixel, you
count
should have
got
joined
so
up. We
great.
could have heard your German in German English. I'm waiting to hear it.
German English.
German accent, I guess. He laughed.
I like German English better.
Yeah. Free trick. Doo doo. Well, Moldorm just threw me off the top rope.
Free trick. He threw you off.
Well, I got the trick and then missed the jumping down.
Mhm.
Y'all know if I beat him right, I'm just gonna quit, right?
You're welcome to. Oh no! Don't fall again. There we go. I needed those $20. There are so many things on my tracker that I have not picked up.
Yeah.
Same.
So many things. Yo, Solski, thanks for the huge raid. This is 5v5 SMZ3.
The
I'll probably
true way
put
to
that in the
play.
title. Yeah, this is the true way to play. We're pretty awesome. It's a lot of fun, man.
Perfectly intended.
We've got people of all skills, and we're having a good time. We're getting through it. So we've got this group of 5, and then there's another group. Hopefully we're stomping them. But welcome from Stolski's channel. We like SMZ3 here. I, unlike Stolski, am not a randomizer world champion.
I'm sorry, what side was Death Mountain was the, where I was going again?
Right. It's like you have to mirror to where Hera is,
Okay.
and then hammer to the right. Like go across the
Oh,
bridge.
okay. Got it.
I've got Swamp House and Ridley left at this point, I think.
What? How is this guy not toast yet?
At the finish, Mire, Desert, Hera, and Ridley.
If you need a second bottle, there's one in Checkerboard Cave. Or another bottle. Actually, don't know how many bottles I have. Apparently I have 2, and I didn't pick that one up, so... Heck this pig.
What?
X-Lives Forever, we're doing co-op just sharing information, so it's not like a software program sharing the info. We're just on a Discord call. Yes, please more warps. I think we're up to like 15 here. I did not find the errors in Rinstar, but I know where they're at. I need to learn how to do triples on Ganon. I only ever learned how to do the doubles.
I think a lot of it has to do with positioning.
Yeah, they're not awful,
think-
but you can just get screwed because he goes the wrong way.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Yeah, I didn't know about that software. That's cool. G.
G-Lack.
Oh, you're done with everything now?
Hmm.
Nope. Just
Ganon.
first
Oh,
G.
just can't. Okay. Half
Just the
of
first
the
G.
G's. Yeah, sorry. Half of
One-
the required
one
G's.
Good Tigers, Kyle.
Are they gonna be good this year, Lack?
I mean, they'll be above average. I don't know. They could be really good. They could also suck. I don't know. QB situation's undetermined. We have the same guy from last year, and we have this freshman phenom coming in. So my guess is the other guy's gonna get replaced.
Yeah.
But oh well. I don't care. I want someone to be good.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see what Pitt does without Pickett or,
Addison.
yeah.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. New era, I guess.
How much did Addison get to go to USC? Was it like 5 million they reported or something?
That's insane. I mean, he's good. He wasn't that good.
I would have done it for 1 million. They should have hired me.
Just to play college football, amazing.
Yeah, to play college football.
No drops, huh?
Oh, they added the tokens to the pause menu and link to the past too. That's neat.
Yeah, they did.
Which chest had the feast time key?
First one.
Okay.
Yep, you skip all the rest. Oh, well, that was not very good. Baby skip, skip. Oh, I should have opened the door. I think we're okay though. No wave sucks.
That cave I'm looking for, is it in Dark World or not in Light World?
It's in Light World. Go all the way to the right and take like that cave on the top right. Or you can jump down to the bottom and take the cave that's all the way to the right. And then you can...
That explains it. I was like, I know this cave is here. I'm in Dark World.
Oh, yeah. Might be why.
Wrong turn at Albuquerque. Boy, you weren't kidding about the Ganon warps. There, just that was long.
Yes. It was like 10 or something. Oh. Leave me alone. No waves, so Mother Brain be a little tougher. Oops. Ketchup. More ketchup. Still no reserve. That's amazing.
That's weird.
That's pretty amazing.
Ganon is dead. All right.
Heck yeah.
So I've got Ridley and Mother Brain.
Oh yeah, Krim, you're not streaming it.
No.
Man, just playing video games not online.
Weird.
It is a little weird.
I totally like dismantled my OBS and I'm not set up to like stream anything right now, so
Alright, so finally got to that stuff. So Ridley then, or should I do more Zelda stuff?
Do all the Zelda stuff. Go to Palace of Darkness and get your hook shot.
Which one is Palace of Darkness again?
For like the first Eastern palaces, but in Dark World, you can
Okay.
flute to 5, and then walk up to Palace of Darkness. The auto kill on Mother Brain, just like literally holding up or R and holding Y. The cool thing is if you beat Mother Brain first, you can go back through Metroid with the Hyper Beam and you keep it, I think, as long as you don't leave. Or go down an elevator. I think that's,
Interesting.
that's it.
I
Yeah,
didn't
so
know
you can
that.
like go in through criteria with it and stuff. Because the
Where's-
escape sequence doesn't. So the flute, or the flute to 5, and then the Dark World portal is to the right of where you
In
land.
that, where that stone is, right?
Yes.
Okay. See, half paying attention to all those people playing this that I've watched. It's kind of catching up. Finally, I'm like, oh yeah, I've seen this area before. It disappeared really fast because they did it really fast, but I know I've seen this area before.
Go, go, go. Do 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 do.
Oh, I died. At least Zelda's much more kind. If you die, you can save and continue instead of in Super Metroid. When you die, you're just
Hey,
like, well,
you're just dead.
It is
Yeah.
so mean, yeah, in Super Metroid. Which reminds me to save in front of Ridley.
Not done. That was a good seed.
GG.
Thanks.
has anyone on their team finished yet?
We didn't really go over the rules, but no one has said anything.
In 5v5 Street Rando, there are no rules.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
What's the fastest way to get from Ridley to Mother Brain with all the portals and everything?
The fastest way is to go back through the lava area. I can't remember what it's called, but it's pretty brutal. The second fastest way is to just run back up through Bubble Mountain and go to the Norfair portal.
Oh, Amphitheater.
Walk Amphitheater, yeah, and then take the Norfair portal out to Death Mountain and then just reset.
I think I'll do that. Sounds more reasonable.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't save in front of Ridley. Better farm.
Best way to farm in that spot is to use the grapple beam, FYI. I got your stream up now.
Oh, yeah.
Because you can just go out to shoot twice.
I knew that too, and then when I started doing my run and didn't get the grappling beam, I stopped doing it.
Oh, yeah. And then you can just like angle down and just go back and forth over and over. Yep, you're doing it now. Perfect. Brinstar. I was in Brinstar for 9 minutes.
Wow.
That doesn't seem right, but I guess I didn't really do much. I didn't look for anything. That's pretty fast. All right, let's bring in the others. So we've got Tarima on the bottom left. We got Vincent on the top left, and Shindig fighting Ridley on the top right.
Oh, I'm dead. Oh, the pressure.
Oh, you're dead. We get 2 SM boss fights right now.
So where is the big key and everything on? I don't know where anything is in Zelda.
So you want to go to the... You went to the basement already, so walk up that right side.
Yeah.
And there's a big key in... If you drop down on that right side...
Up where I was?
Go to the bottom floor. Yeah, and go to the bottom floor.
Oh my god.
Get that chest. I think that's a regular key. And then you can take the portal, and that'll take you to the side with the big key on it. Come on, Vincent. Pump him full of super missiles. Or just regular missile. I mean, if you keep doing the regular missiles, it'll be good. I believe in you.
Trying so hard, man. It just ain't happening.
Take this to a teleporter?
Yes, yes, take that, and then you can dash through the, you can bonk that with your boots. You don't have to use a bomb.
No spring ball. How am I supposed to beat this heat?
Spring ball is at GT, but you need space jump. Well, what you have, you could go get it if you want.
I really don't.
Oh, button.
Yeah, Tarima, that conveyor belt room, the cool strat is to just walk in, walk to the bottom left corner, and dash up, and you'll make it all the way through. It's pretty neat. So from the big chest, you can hammer down to below, and then walk.
And it might be faster just to use the menu instead of L and R.
Yeah, it depends. So you want to hit that that crystal orb thing,
Okay.
and go back to the left because you need your hook shot still. Your tempered sword also does the same amount as the hammer.
I just have magical still.
Oh, you have master sword.
Yeah,
I appreciate you called it. I appreciate that you called it.
Where am I going now?
You have to hit that or that crystal to change the blocks, but you have to be between them, so you can use a bomb to let it like sit over there.
To change it back.
Yep, change it back, and then throw a bomb over there, and then run between the blue.
Where I just came from.
Yeah, the 2 blue pieces, or the 2 blue
Whoops.
stuff. There you go, and then go to the left. And then you have 2 keys, so all you're going to do is go all the way to the end of the bridge, and then go to the left, and then walk your way through the maze.
Yeah, because I don't know the cheater way.
Okay. Not something I can teach you over the voice chat.
Not with that
Yeah,
attitude.
Carry on. A tree.
Not super easy.
It's
How
a
do
lot
you
of
dodge the
visual
circle
cues.
of blue? Well, the easiest way is to hold or to use charge beam, and And then you do a spin jump through them. All right, I'm checking the VOD because I'm gonna see if I can get Vincent some E-tanks. I guess I could do this instead. Excellent layout. Shindig will be finishing up pretty soon. You killed Ganon already?
Yeah, I did.
Excellent. I only picked up 150 items. That's a good co-op seed.
Which is this? Is this a required dungeon that I'm in?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, the only ones are Skullwoods and Turtle Rock. You don't have to beat. That sounds like a car alarm.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's me.
That's okay. I'll mute you real quick.
Yeah, do that.
There you go. Unfortunate. Oh, a second E-tank. Where was that?
I used the baby
E-tank
skip
and Blind's
window.
hut. I know that Vincent found that. And the House Relay's hut. I don't know if he got that one.
I don't know if I got that one or not.
Yeah, that was pretty early. And then there's one where you do the mock ball. So that was the next E-tank. And then I don't think I found any after that. There's one in Meridia you can't get to. Yeah, so that was it. You'd have to do the mock ball to get that E-tank.
Yeah, we've done talked about that.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen, I guess.
No. This is where I stand. This is what we're doing.
This is where you
This is the hill he dies
dig your
on.
heels in the sand, yeah.
At least everybody else will be done by the time I kill Fantoon.
Sometimes you wreck the ship, and
Well, this
sometimes
co-op,
the
right?
ship wrecks you.
We all killed Fantoon. That was the secret goal.
That was
Yeah,
the
tell the
secret.
other team that.
Super Chunky died and hadn't saved yet in Super Metroid. That stinks.
Oof, that's rough.
And G.
G. G. Dang, I should have changed my title to 5v5. Dang. Well. Can I pull up the other stream? I sure will.
Oh man. How do I get down to the boss room in this dungeon?
Go. Oh, don't. Okay, just use the mirror and walk back up. Like, goes through the middle and then up the right side, and then you want to go to the right.
Oh, that's where I was with the. Okay, yeah.
Once you drop down with the hammer, and you need one key to get through there, so you have that. Something you can do is you can see what the stun prize is, so you can use the hook shot on an enemy, and then you can kill it, and it will give you the same prize regardless. So that might fill your magic up. But with silver arrows, you may be okay as well. I don't know if the hookshot works on those crystal enemies. But
No, I think it's
silver's
only
definitely
boomerang.
do. Speed.
Oh man.
Oh, I can't get hit by ketchup again. I'm really glad I saved here. Oh, I got hit by ketchup again. Alright, let's die.
Rick doesn't have a. I don't think he has a underscore in his name.
Yeah, I think it's crazy we didn't find any reserve tanks.
Man, you know how much a reserve tank would help right now?
Yeah.
E-tank, something, you know.
Something, right?
A suit.
A suit
Yeah,
would be
something.
sweet.
I mean, if you want to do a hell run, you got gravity and
What?
ice speed room. Oh wait, no, that would be mock ball too. Never mind.
I did not know that there was extended music in SMZ3 if you just let it play. That's cool. What is it? Oh, it's the Star Fox music, but just kind of remixed. We made it to the end of the music. Beep-de-boo. Wanted some game audio.
My game audio's not working, and I don't know why.
Oh man.
Doesn't matter, it would be the same sounds all over again.
the Samus death sound.
Yeah, the same as death sound.
Oh man, Phantoon's orange. You're getting there.
Oh, come on.
Running into those blue orbs takes so much does so much damage. You gotta really be careful.
Man, just getting hit by them is ridiculous.
Yeah, you just have to, like, you can get out of the way until they land, and then once they land, they can hit you. And they actually have a hitbox. Like after you kill them, they still have a hitbox.
Am I going in this teleporter, I assume?
Yep. And then just walk north. Where you at, Krim?
Heading to Ridley.
Okay, and then that's it for you.
Yep.
Very nice.
Cool, so what happens if one guy forfeits? Do we still win?
Well, actually, each team had one person forfeit, so I think we're good.
Sweet.
Yeah, I think you're okay. Dementos, thanks for the 60 months. Thanks for the support. 5 whole years.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, man, I'm trying to think, like, the next thing we do. I mean, I honestly would like to do a Zooter co-op. I think that would be so much fun, like the same kind of format, but with just,
Yeah, I'd be down for
in
that.
that game. I don't think multi-world's ever a great idea because it forces everybody to finish. Maybe with like smaller teams, like 2-on-2 or something, but
I would totally be the newbie to Zooter.
Yeah, if you
I
think I'm bad with
I mean,
Metroid callouts,
you know, if you have like interest in playing it, co-op is such a great way to get into it. Because I did my first one co-op with Oglib, and it was really fun.
I mean, I always wanted to give one a shot, but I figured my first one would be like completely casual because
that's the way to do your first one, I think.
Ah. Dementos was asking about how to dodge the blue thing, and I was doing it on my stream, but then of course I hit up and died. So you know.
Yeah. Are you playing with a controller?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. You're streaming on emulator, right? Or playing emulator?
I am. I'm streaming
Okay.
on emulator.
I was like, didn't I send you the thing? What's it called?
The EverDrive, yeah.
The Super
the,
NT.
Yeah, Super NT. I need to get an EverDrive.
I think you can actually hack those to just play games off the SD card. I don't think you even need an SD to SNES.
Yeah, for most like
You might want to
non-expansion
check that out
things.
because it'd save you a lot of money.
Pretty much anything that
Sega.
doesn't require like the expansion chips, you can do off the NT.
Shindig wrapping it up, trying to escape the exploding planet.
Yeah, we'll have to do some research on that. I'm playing with a PlayStation 5 controller right now.
Oh man,
which is not great.
That could be part of it.
Yeah. It's Go ahead.
Zoltar commented he spent the last 30 to 45 minutes getting the mirror and mastering the IBJ. Oof.
Ooh, that hurts. Yeah.
It's quite okay. Yeah. Well, hey man, thanks for playing. I'm glad you jumped in. I'm watching. I'm watching the other team play too, but I won't say anything. I guess I'm not sure. I don't think Beat is streaming. I think he's offline. Unless his Twitch name is something different. It doesn't show. I'm gonna jump over there and talk to them for a little bit, see what's up.
Alright.
Alrighty, GG
Hey, I
here.
did a thing.
Good game.
GG.
That was fun.
Yeah, I'm learning a lot. Like I said, I've watched a lot of these. I just, you pay attention but don't pay attention at the same time. So
Yeah, and I mean, for me at least, especially with Super Metroid, it's like you can watch somebody do something, but you have no idea what they how they just did any of it.
yeah. So I just got hookshot and did Eastern. So should I do next?
I went to
pretty
Mire
much
and
anywhere.
Desert after that.
Yeah, you can go in any order that you want.
But yeah, basically just
I
keep
don't
doing
really
dungeons.
like I said, I didn't really play a lot of Zelda. So are they all Dark World dungeons?
So
Yeah.
except for Desert, unless
Except
you did
for
it
Desert,
already.
yeah.
Okay.
But that one's kind of like Eastern and Pod, where you can do Mire and then Mirror to go do Desert right there in the same area. So that's pretty cool.
Okay. Is Swamp difficult?
No, it's actually one of the easiest things to do when you're in go mode. You literally skip everything in the dungeon and just run to the back and kill the boss.
Perfect.
You do have to you kill 3 things in the front for a key. There's a couple keys you have to get, but they're all under pots and stuff. You don't actually have to open chests.
To drain the water first, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
you do have to do that. Alright, I am ignored chat all stream there, or the last 3 hours of stream, so sorry about that. Frenzy, thanks for the lurk if you're here, man. Super Speedrunner, I doubt you're here. Congrats on your run there after not doing a run forever. Oh man, that was fun. I don't know if I should have played Super Mario before I did that though. Kind of hurt my fingers. 11 minutes in Criteria. I spent basically no time anywhere
Just
except
can't do it.
Warfare.
If I had one more E-Tank, I think it wouldn't be an issue, but I just don't have enough.
But he just does so much damage or whatever it is.
30, if you hit one of the little blue things, that's over 34 health. Ask me how I know.
Good Master Sword, good Tempered Sword there. You got those
With
really
two
nice and
E-Tanks, I
early.
mean, you can't.
Bomb Crocs was a good
You
find
just
for
can't take
Tempered.
any damage.
Yeah.
Could have got Silvers, didn't really
I'm
need them though, so
surprised.
just didn't bother.
I had 3, and I don't know which one I got that you didn't get.
Did you get the one at Billy Mays?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I didn't get the one. I couldn't get the one at Billy Mays. Like, and I know I've done that jump up there before, but I just couldn't. I couldn't get it. And then I died to spikes, and I was like, man, do I really want to run all the way back over to Billy Mays? No, I don't. So I just came here and kept trying it, and then
Alrighty.
yeah.
I think I'm going to be done on the stream for the night. Have a good night if you're here. 165 collected items is like super tiny, sub 3 hour.
Hey, look, I got to find some
Not
stuff in the
bad
beginning.
at all.
That's cool.
Have a good night.
That's what it's all about, right?